They told me to treat my day job like a ship-steady, reliable, unspectacular. For 8 hours every weekday, I navigated that ship. Emails, meetings, predictable tasks, a steady paycheck. It kept the lights on and the rent paid, but it never made me feel particularly alive. So one weekend, half out of curiosity and half out of quiet desperation, I tried something different. I started a project that, within months, earned more than my salaried position. This is how that unlikely story unfolded. I did not start with fireworks or a miraculous idea. I began with a problem I noticed repeatedly. Local artisans were losing customers to big online marketplaces. They had craftsmanship and stories, but lacked reach and polished presentation. On a Saturday morning, with a notebook and a cheap camera, I walked into a tiny ceramic studio. I asked questions, observed how pieces were made, and listened to narratives that few people outside the neighborhood heard. By sunset, I had 3 interviews, dozens of photos, and a simple plan. The project was intentionally small and deliberately weekend-focused. I committed to 2 full days a week, Saturday and Sunday, to build something that connected artisans to buyers beyond the neighborhood market. The tasks were simple and modular. Create profiles, craft short videos showcasing the making process, set up an online shop, and write concise stories that would make each piece feel personal. My weekdays remained unchanged. The project grew around them. The early weeks were awkward. I edited videos badly, wrestled with lighting, and sent awkward, cold emails. I learned to schedule, to batch similar tasks, and to respect momentum. By month 2, the content improved. The videos became shorter but more evocative. Product descriptions bridged craft and personality. The shop developed a modest catalog. The first sale arrived on a Sunday night, a small but thrilling confirmation that someone out there valued what I was curating. What made this project scale was not a stroke of genius, but the consistent application of 3 principles. First, focus on unique value. I did not try to compete with mass-market convenience. I amplified genuine human stories and handcrafted quality. Second, prioritize quality over quantity. A handful of beautifully presented items built trust faster than dozens of mediocre listings. Third, systematize the weekend. Templates for outreach, a repeatable shoot checklist, and preset editing filters turned a chaotic hobby into an efficient process. Around month 4, the project reached a tipping point. A local lifestyle blog featured a profile of one of the artisans, highlighting a video I produced. Traffic surged. Orders multiplied, not just for the featured piece, but across the entire catalog. I began to hire help. A part-time photographer and a logistics assistant, both contractors who worked remotely and, crucially, on schedules that fit the weekend rhythm I had established. Revenue streams diversified: direct sales, commissioned pieces, and a subscription box that shipped quarterly. There was a lesson in timing. Because my project operated outside traditional hours, it captured a particular audience: weekend shoppers, gift buyers, and people searching for intentional purchases. That audience valued authenticity and was willing to pay a premium. My day job paid me a steady salary, but it could not offer the kind of upside that a niche market with engaged customers could provide. By the end of the first year, the weekend project consistently out-earned my monthly paycheck. More than money, it gave me creative agency and a deeper sense of purpose. I learned to balance risk and reward, keeping the day job until the weekend venture was sustainable, then making deliberate choices about scale and staffing. If there is a single takeaway, it is this: the hours you think of as spare can become the engine of something remarkable. If you commit, focus on distinctive value, and design systems that let weekend labor yield exponential results. My ship remained seaworthy, but the new course I charted on Saturdays and Sundays changed everything.